On the Korean peninsula, there are two countries, North Korea and South Korea. The capital of North Korea, Pyongyang, is known for being clean, orderly, and tightly regulated. However, many places are off-limits and visitors are strictly controlled, making it one of the most mysterious cities in the world. In contrast, the capital of South Korea, Seoul, looks entirely different from Pyongyang. Seoul is a free, open, and diverse city filled with modern fashion and culture. Here, you'll find a mix of ancient palaces and modern skyscrapers, from the old historic districts to the wealthy Gangnam area, which can rival any global economic hub. Seoul is not only the economic heart of Korea, but also a center of fashion and entertainment, where many multinational corporations were born and flourished. The Korean wave, Hallyu, that has spread worldwide also originated here. So, what kind of city is Seoul? How powerful is it? Just how vibrant and prosperous is it? Join me in this video as we take a virtual tour of Seoul, the capital of South Korea and the largest city on the Korean peninsula. Seoul is located in the central region of the Korean peninsula and is the capital of the Republic of Korea. It is also the most populous city on the peninsula. Although Seoul occupies only 0.6% of South Korea's total land area, it contributes more than 20% of the country's GDP, solidifying its position as the country's political, economic, and cultural center. Running through the city is the Han River, known in Korean as Hangang. In Korean, Han and Hangul share the same root character, giving the river dual significance. Throughout history, the Han River has been essential to the city's development. Its importance dates back to 18 BCE during the Three Kingdoms period, when the Baekje Kingdom established its capital along its banks. Later, in 1394, the first king of the Joseon dynasty, Yi Seong-gye, relocated the capital here and named the city Hanseong after the river. Although the Han River is only the fourth longest river on the Korean peninsula, its connection to the Yellow Sea made it a strategic waterway for trade, allowing ships from Hanseong to easily reach Shandong Peninsula in China. This transformed Hanseong into the largest city on the peninsula. For over 600 years, the city carried the name Hanseong, reflecting its deep cultural connection with China. However, in 2005, as part of South Korea's efforts to reduce its dependence on Chinese influence, the government officially changed the city's Chinese name from Hanseong to Seoul. Despite its new name, Seoul remains a city rich in history, with ancient palaces, temples, walls, and pavilions serving as living monuments to the city's illustrious past. The Han River divides Seoul into two main sections, Gyeongbokgung, north of the river, and Gangnam, south of the river. Gyeongbokgung contains most of the historic districts and retains much of the city's traditional appearance, with royal palaces, low-rise houses, and traditional markets lining its complex streets. Many of Seoul's top tourist attractions are located here, including the Gyeongbokgung Palace, built in 1395. Gyeongbokgung was the grandest of the Joseon dynasty's royal palaces, which ruled for over 500 years. However, the palace has faced numerous fires and conflicts throughout history, leading to repeated destruction and restoration efforts. Since the 1990s, the South Korean government has worked to restore the palace to its former glory. Although only 40% has been fully restored, nevertheless, it remains the most famous historic site on the Korean peninsula. At the heart of Gyeongbokgung is Gyeongbokgung Hall, used for formal ceremonies and meetings with royal officials. Gyeongbokgung is the largest wooden structure from ancient Korea, renowned for its grandeur. At the palace's front entrance stands Gwanghwamun Gate, which serves as Korea's symbolic national gate and a prominent historical landmark in Seoul. Just beyond the gate lies a square featuring a statue of King Sejong, the fourth monarch of the Joseon dynasty and one of Korea's greatest rulers. Behind Gyeongbokgung is the Blue House, Cheonhwa-dae, known as the presidential residence from 1948 to 2022. The Blue House's design reflects traditional Korean palace architecture, with its distinctive curved blue-tiled roofs giving it its name. However, Due to either unfavorable feng shui or a desire to present a more people-friendly image, President Yoon Suk-yeol relocated the presidential office in 2022. Today, the Blue House has been converted into a public park. Approximately 3 kilometers southeast of Gyeongbokgung lies Hongginjemun, better known as Dongdaemun or the East Gate. This was part of the city wall that once surrounded Seoul during the Joseon dynasty. While the city wall no longer exists, Dongdaemun Gate still stands in its original form and has been designated as Treasure Number 1 by the South Korean government. However, Sungyemun, the South Gate, holds the distinction of being National Treasure Number 1. Sungyemun is the largest of Seoul's 4 main gates and the oldest wooden structure in the city. Sadly, in 2008, an arson attack destroyed the gate's wooden section, leaving only the stone foundation intact. The gate was fully restored in 2013 and remains a symbol of the city's resilience. Today, the Korean peninsula is divided into 2 countries. The mouth of the Han River lies between North and South Korea, creating a politically sensitive area that prevents the river from being used for trade. Despite these challenges, Seoul continues to thrive. Following the Korean War, South Korea was one of the poorest countries in the world. However, under Park Chung-hee's export-driven policies, South Korea's economy grew rapidly. Many multinational corporations, including Samsung, Hyundai, SK, and LG, established their headquarters in Seoul, symbolizing the city's economic success. This rapid development earned Seoul international recognition as part of the Asian Tigers, a group of fast-growing economies, in what became known as the Miracle on the Han River. Seoul hosted the 1988 Summer Olympics, solidifying its status as a global city. One of the city's most recognizable landmarks is the Namsan Seoul Tower, N Seoul Tower. Originally called the Hanseom Tower, it was renamed after the city changed its name to Seoul. The N in N Seoul Tower stands for both Namsan and New, symbolizing a modern Seoul. Although the tower is only 236 meters tall, its position atop Namsan Mountain at 240 meters above sea level makes it a prominent feature in the city skyline. The panoramic view from the tower offers an unforgettable experience. In Gangnam, the city's wealthy district and commercial hub, high-rise buildings and luxury shops line the streets. Psy's hit song Gangnam Style brought this area international fame, further boosting its reputation. Gangnam is home to corporate headquarters, fashion design centers, and Seoul's high-end residential areas, contributing nearly 20% of the city's GDP. The Lotte World Tower, completed in 2016, stands as the tallest building in all developed nations, surpassing New York's One World Trade Center. Beneath the tower lies Lotte World, an indoor-outdoor theme park featuring a magical lake park known as Magic Island. The park offers thrilling rides, including the Drop Tower attraction that went viral online. Seoul is a city bursting with creativity and energy. From dynamic crowds to bustling shopping streets, from global corporations to Korean pop culture, the city is a unique blend of history and innovation. It embraces both tradition and modernity, shining with the eternal brilliance of the Miracle on the Han River. This concludes our tour of Seoul. 260 kilometers north of Seoul lies Pyongyang, another city filled with ideological brilliance. Which city would you prefer to explore? Share your thoughts in the comments.